Hey guys, so today I was at Walmart and I noticed they had a Redakai starter deck left. Now I thought that most of this was, or I thought that all this was gone, so I figured when I saw this I thought, wow, I should pick it up, it's the last one. It had been on clearance since 3/27/14. I know you can't see it, but that's what it says. As you know, you get the whole deck and all of that. And as I was looking at it and fell over, I was kind of thinking, I should do a video on why Redakai failed. Now, there's multiple reasons why Redakai failed. There's the fact that the cards are see-through, look here. The fact that, you can't conceal your deck at all because you have to have it like this. You can't put any sleeves on it. So that was one of the problems with the game. Now that, and then the price of everything. As you can see, this was originally $14.16 at Walmart. That's not what they usually were. They used to be $18 for a starter deck, compared to like $10 for starter decks for other games. So that's another point, there was always a price difference between the two. And then you also had the fact that their booster packs were $6, and then when you got the 3 booster packs, you paid like $18, so you're still paying the same price in a 3-pack blister pack, which the whole point of those is to give you more but at a lesser price than as if you were to buy them separately, which was kind of ironic, considering they're coming into the market where World of Warcraft, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and Pokemon were the biggest things at the time. World of Warcraft was still doing very well in the card game. And then the fact that another big thing was that stores would not carry the product. Now, when you're charging $18 for a starter deck and $6 for a booster pack, the average card game player is not going to invest that kind of money. Now, Redakai is something made to draw the Yu-Gi-Oh! Type players, I should say. It's got a TV show backing it, which was horribly written, I might say. It's a very hard series for me to sit down and watch. I've watched, Huntic, Magi Nation, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, all of those that have card games to go with it. But Redakai was the hardest one to sit down and watch. It wasn't that the animation was bad, it's the fact that the characters are so uninspired. There's no real character development in them either. That's another thing. So it makes it harder for someone to want to invest in the card game if the TV show's not as appealing, So, like I was saying, the see-through cards make it hard for a deck. The price, it makes it hard for stores to want to carry it when they have to pay a lot more than if they wanted to buy merchandise of Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and Pokemon, which they can sell at a cheaper price, make more profit, as opposed to Redakai, which has a smaller fan base and requires more money. So you kind of got to think about, would I rather stock Yu-Gi-Oh! For 50% less and make more money, as opposed to stocking Redakai, which costs 50% more and making less profit due to amount of players. So that's another thing. And then they had a horrible Gen Con, so that's another thing. Also, the card game was kind of unbalanced. Now I'm going to show you the combo that was used called Fudge Slap. Now, if you watch Kodak, that's where I'm getting this from, he talks about this. You need Kai Stacks Leader, Boomer, which I had 12 of. Here's the others. You need to have... let me keep it in shot at least. You put Drudger, the excavator machine, here. You place him on Kai. Whenever you play a card and it goes into your discard, put a card in your discard pile into your hand. you know, paying the 2. So if you use the card Sonic Slap, you can discard this card to stop an attack. Well, with the help of Frostalk, which goes on Boomer, your opponents also can't play more than 1 attack per turn. This is an infamous combo in Redakai. Well, so I mean, there's a bit of unbalance there. It's not as well thought together as, you know, other games. And besides Fudge Slap, you know, I mean, it's pretty devastating. You know, with Frostalk, you decrease the amount that it costs to play Drudger if you put Frostalk out first. You know, I mean, you're basically stopping everything that your opponent's going to do. So I mean, it's ridiculous. And then another thing that was unbalanced is when you have cards like, well, let's set this one to the side. It's not really as important. You have a card like Frost Breath. That's 250. Takes out in the middle. Then you have a 3 cost for 150. Now there's so many examples of this. Blue was one of the worst ones for that. You know, you have unbalanced cards. That's what makes the game not as enjoyable, you know? So, I mean, throughout this game, you have a bad TV show. You know, that's not going to draw people in. The fact that the cards are clear and see-through, so, I mean, you have to buy the tin and get the black case to put it in. So you already have to spend more money, which was $30, to play with your deck that you spent $18. So that's $48. You know, you're basically spending $50 just to get in. As opposed to other games where it wouldn't even cost that much. You know, so you had the TV show, the clear cards, the mess of a combo that can be achieved in 2 turns, nonetheless. And I mean, it's not like this is a hard combo either. I mean, here's 11 other Boomer cards. Drudger, I mean, look here. I mean, there's 6 other ones. I have 3 Frostalk, and then I had a whole bunch of Sonic Slap, and you know, it's not like all this is hard to come across, so a player could just, you know, do this and just completely win. You know, there's no way to really get around it, but there was 5 cards. Basically, some of the rarest cards, you know. Some Metanoids, Spy Core, and a few others. But, I mean, I think that's what was wrong with Redakai. It came into a market dominated by 3 games. It cost too much. It had a bad TV show. And, you know, when they put out the gold and after Metacharge, it was just the same stuff over again, you know. So, I mean, that's all you can really say about it, is it came in at a bad time and just cost too much. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of share that, so I'll have some more openings soon, and I'll see you then.